right there.
Welcome back to Sunrise. It's 21 minutes after 6 o'clock on this 21st day of November. It's 20 degrees Celsius here in Kingston. It's cool here in Kingston. But guess what? It's quite cool to jump into the headlines with the one and only K, the Tony K, not the Boney K. Good morning, Tony K. Dawkins.
Tony K, not the Boney K.
Yeah. What's that?
Even though maybe she wants to be born,
No.
Working on it. Well, not bony, but muscular. We want to be defined.
Yes.
Right? Yes.
You know the shapes.
Yeah.
The striations.
Yeah. Nice.
What's going on in the headlines?
I come bearing headlines. Let's jump right into it. So Holness unveils ambitious economic agenda amid mounting pressures. So Jamaica's Prime Minister, Dr. Andrew Holness, has laid out an ambitious agenda aimed at tackling inefficiencies in the public sector while driving inclusive economic growth. But as he unveils these plans, mounting challenges loom large for his administration. The Prime Minister has unveiled a new, albeit familiar agenda aimed at driving inclusive economic growth and addressing inefficiencies in Jamaica's public sector. At an economic policy briefing yesterday, Holness reaffirmed all the policy positions while introducing plans to remove taxes on tips in the hospitality sector, revamp the urban renewal tax credit system, and establish an efficiency program oversight committee, not to be confused, he said, with a similar program recently introduced by a foreign leader. The Prime Minister sidestepped questions regarding a timeline for policy implementation, but expressed confidence that his initiatives would not derail the country's fiscal framework.
I like it. I like it for a number of reasons. Okay, so, having studied policy writing and policy design and those kinds of things, and big up to Professor Schoolberg at the University of the West Indies, it's so important that every so often you have to refine the policy framework that governs how you try to govern. And one of the things that jumped out at me is inclusive economic growth, because it is possible that we're recording economic growth numbers that we've never seen before, and people are not benefiting from it because the same people are benefiting more from the growth, and the same people who never used to benefit are benefiting less. So it needs to be that the economic growth and the benefits from all of the fiscal discipline that we've been employing, the belt tightening.
Austerity.
I always say when you tighten the belt, it's not one side of your body for feel the tightening and the other side let go. You understand? And so more people need to feel this economic growth that we're experiencing, because I studied economics in high school. I studied economics at UA. I studied economics at a time when every year, without fail, every year, negative economic growth. We were only minus 1% GDP. Oh, we were minus 2% GDP this year. Oh, we need to get back into the
positive.
And now, we're saying, we're only going to grow by 2%, or we're only going to grow by 3%. That's a big deal compared to where we were. But what's the point if nobody
feel it in their pocket? And that is why, for example, even the hotel workers who are striking now, when you hear ministers saying we have billions of dollars, we've made billions of dollars from tourism. What's the point?
What's the point?
If our Jamaicans who are working are not feeling it, it's not being replicated.
But we never know them tax tips.
I didn't know that either.
I just saw that a while ago. They tax tips.
That was
tax tips in
when I read that was the first time that I was learning that, and yes, they
how do they tax tips
That's
though?
An excellent
I guess
question.
they're round it up and collect it.
How do they tax tips?
Tax my tip.
Or you're supposed to claim it.
Or
you're supposed to claim it as
to read
additional
more on
income.
that, the great tip tax of 1984. How do you tax the tips? But what I'm sure will happen is that in the next several months, there will be a debate. What I hope will happen is that, both sides of the political divide will have a robust conversation about, okay, this policy, we have this take, and this is our policy where that is concerned, and then, you know, we're debating and we're talking about policies
or the
rather
policy
than
that was there,
personalities.
the policies that were there in 1980 or in the 2000s may not necessarily be pragmatic now.
No,
so we need to change them so that our Jamaicans can feel it, because I don't want to hear that you're making billions in profit and people are suffering. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or work hard.
It don't feel good.
It don't feel good.
It don't feel good.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, heightened police presence expected for Christmas. Only weeks away from. Can you imagine we're weeks away from Christmas now? But the area commander met with the various special operations and specially assigned teams to not only brief them on the mission, but strengthen morale amid challenges. It was a special meeting of the minds at the Police College in Twickenham Park recently, as the Area 5 Fugitive Apprehension Task Force and other special units were issued mandates for the upcoming Christmas period, a proactive move by law enforcement in a parish that's no stranger to gangs and criminal elements. Acting ACP Phillips hopes the impact from the season will be carried throughout the new year, stressing the use of force, policy and respect for human rights. And for the festive season, he assures there will be no want for boots on the ground to stem seasonal crimes like robberies and related shootings. The area commander also had a charge for anyone bent on disrupting the order and peace Christmas heralds, that no effort will be spared in removing them from the streets and the communities.
I've seen them in halfway tree, and you know, I feel I like that, because when I see police officers out in their numbers, there is a level of calm and peace and safety that you feel. At least their presence may deter some, you know what I mean? Because I think a lot of times it's a matter of, oh, no police not their own, or nobody not their own. So then when you see them and you see them in their numbers, it may act as a deterrent. And it does feel nice and safe for them
It is a
around.
deterrent. The truth is that some crimes are crimes, or many crimes are crimes of opportunity.
Yes.
And so an effective presence is a deterrent, because it denies the perception of an opportunity to get away with this.
Yes.
And the other thing is, well, the first level of use of force is effective presence. So it's not just that you have a presence, but your presence must be effective.
I like
and
that.
So that is
I like that.
important.
Yeah, like that.
We love that.
And we will see more.
TK, I'm inviting you to the CB UA 5K on Sunday. I know you're in the gym and you're fit. All right, so I can't say about invite you, right? It's for a very benevolent cause. We're raising money to pay the school fees for students who are unable to do so, right? And to give them an opportunity at education. So we're starting at 6 o'clock. We're gonna start our warm up at 5:30. Okay, so you can register now. Big ups to Frano and you know, racingja.com, right?
Okay.
Running events.
Running events. Thank you. Running events JA.
All right.
And we're going to be at UA on Sunday.
Right.
So
I'll just come out, win a quick 5K and then go home.
That's fine. Your tights and sneakers is fine. So just register now, okay? So good.
Then it's no laugh.
Yeah.
Suspect says she's coming, but she's not coming.
Suspect says she's not coming, but end up dead last. I gotta tell you. But TK, I'm inviting you. So, and you can bring your friends and bring your family members. So you don't have to lose alone. Listen, you don't lose. You come first with nobody behind you, girl.
Which is right.
No, that's going to be it for our Thursday headlines. But stick around, because coming up next, we're going to be chatting with two women who are seeking to rewrite the script for women in film. We'll be right back after this break.